The chair lays out the following resolution. The secretary will read the resolution.
Senate Resolution 35 by Birdwell, Rules and Procedures for the Court of Impeachment.
Senator Birdwell, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, before I make our motion here to adopt the rules, let me thank the committee members of the Rules Committee that you established, Mr. President. As the non-lawyer chair of the committee, there were five attorneys, and then Senator Flores and myself, and a bipartisan group: Senator King, Senator Creighton, Senator West, Senator Huffman, and Senator Flores.
Hinojosa, Senator Hinojosa.
Yeah, yes, Senator Hinojosa. There we go. I was looking. I had to take my glasses off to read my script, but members, one of the things we learned in the military is as each of you have over the past 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or when we were in caucus of the whole, congratulating me on the work that, quote, I had done on this. Your subordinate success is your success, and while no senator is my subordinate, the 6 other members of the committee did the yeoman's work from a legal, historic, tactical, and technical proficiency perspective that allowed a great discussion over the last 30-plus hours that we've had in the caucus of the whole. And so I want to give my sincere thanks to each of those members that I've named, and a special thanks to Senator West, Senator Huffman, for the valiant work they did preparing the committee to be successful in that first week. The original start work that y'all did is greatly appreciated. I would also say thank you to the totality of the members of the Senate that we had the discussions with yesterday and today. A challenging situation to try to lead that discussion and move to a document that the overwhelming majority of the members can support, and many of whom are on the floor now have already signed the resolution as joint authors. And so I greatly appreciate that and the rigor of the conversations that we have had on many of the subjects and the depth of consideration that we have made over the past 30-plus hours as a committee of the whole, and over the previous 3 weeks as a Rules Committee putting the document together for initial consideration. So I want to say thank you to each of you. Members, this resolution is the proposed rules for the impeachment trial. These rules are a result of discussions by the Rules Committee and the caucus of the whole, and I believe we have achieved an acceptable set of rules to govern the Senate as a court of impeachment, as well as the proceedings of the impeachment trial that is before this body, and it has passed, or it has been adopted and proposed, with each rule, and the resolution itself has been individually signed and has strong bipartisan support. I would move adoption of Senate Resolution 35, Mr. President.
Senator Birdwell moves adoption of the resolution. The secretary will call the roll.
Alvarado, Betancourt, Birdwell, Blanco, Campbell, Creighton, Eckhart, Flores, Hall, Hancock, Hinojosa, Huffman, Hughes, Johnson, King, Colcourse, Lamantilla, Menendez, Miles, Parker, Paxton, Perry, Schwartner, Sparks, Springer, West, Whitmire, Saffarini.
There being 25 ayes and 3 nays, the motion is adopted.
Thank you, Mr. President.
The resolution is adopted. Chair lays out the following resolution. The secretary will read the resolution.
Senate Resolution 36 by Birdwell, Notice of Impeachment Proceedings.
You're recognized on the resolution.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, this is the communicative resolution that serves as the official notification to Warren Kenneth Paxton, Jr., our Attorney General of the state of Texas, that the impending impeachment proceedings are set to begin at 9 a.m. on September 5th, 2023. It is a communicative resolution to the Attorney General. With that, Mr. President, I move adoption.
Senator Birdwell moves adoption of the resolution. Secretary will call the roll.
Alvarado, Betancourt, Birdwell, Blanco, Campbell, Creighton, Eckhart, Flores, Gutierrez, Hall, Hancock, Hinojosa, Huffman, Hughes, Johnson, King, Colcourse, Lamantia, Menendez, Miles, Parker, Paxton, Perry, Schwertner, Sparks, Springer, West, Whitmire, and Zaffarini.
There being 28 ayes and 0 nays, the resolution is adopted.
Thank you, Mr. President and members.
Members, I'd like to read to you Rule 10, Section B and C as a reminder. Members, I would like to read to every member Rule 10, Section B. Now that the court of impeachment has been called, no members of the court, staff of members of the court, presiding officer of the court, legal counsel of the presiding officer shall discuss or comment on any matter relating to the merits of the proceedings before the court of impeachment with Warren Kenneth Paxton Jr., his counsel, the board of managers and their counsel, or any persons other than members of the court, the presiding officer of the court, legal counsel to the presiding officer, or staff or legal counsel to members of the court. Section C, advocating a position. No member of the court or the presiding officer of the court shall advocate a position on the merits of the proceedings to other members of the court or the presiding officer of the court until such time as deliberations shall begin. Members, thank you for your work. 20 hours or so the last 2 days, many meetings. Thanks to the committee. Senator Birdwell, you did an outstanding job, as all members did. Members, I've never seen 31 senators more united. We were united yesterday on a property tax issue, and on this issue, you're united to take an oath so that justice prevails, that everyone will do their job to the utmost in fairness in this impeachment trial upcoming in September. I've never been more proud of the members on this floor than how you came together on this set of rules and how seriously you're taking your responsibilities. I'm proud of all of you, and the citizens of Texas can count on the Senate of Texas to have a fair and just trial. Thank you, members.